Today is day 40 of the Happy Home Paradise NIKO Challenge. Check out the description below to learn more about the challenge. I've already completed 43 villagers, and today's villager is a little squirrel, and it's all about her and her family. Nibbles asks for a study space, and I don't know why, but I immediately get it in my mind that she is probably a little girl who is homeschooled and lives with her family. So I decide to put her on a plot that has a lot of trees, but I really want a spring plot. So it's the very first thing I do on this location is switch it over to the spring. With the season shifted over, we can now see everything is just beautiful green and pink, and I absolutely adore this plot in the spring. So I'm really glad I decided to try that out, and I start putting the house down and figuring out where the path is going to go and putting the decorations for the outside in place. I use a custom pattern to put together a little bit of a brick path on the outside. I really like this path, but I have to be careful to make sure that the things around it are a really good combination. So I eventually changed the outside of the house to be a little bit more of a darker tone. I also used the white fence again. I love this white fence, the nice big high fence. I use it all the time, but it isn't good if it's too far in front of things, so I have that hedge to kind of break it up. I also add in a lot of extra bushes with some red flowers on them just to try and bring in a little bit more color, and then shifted over the incline so that they are also in red. The last few details on the outside are just to put the lighting and fencing, benches and flowers in place, and it's time to go inside. I finished out the main floor of the house with just lots of good clutter, a very busy, very small space, because I think Nibbles comes from a large family and that her parents homeschool all the children. She has a little sister that she shares this bedroom with that is probably a little baby girl sister, and the room is very full of lots of good things to play with, but also a place to study and learn. I set the desk up in the corner with lots of books, and then I also put the little baby girl corner in the front too, so that the room has a little bit of identity in each of the spaces. I wanted it to be open and easy for the girls to probably play, or for Nibbles to have friends over to play. Once I get the basics of the room decorations in place, I drop down all of the extra clutter items, which of course is mostly toys in this instance, but also things like books, and then I shifted up to the walls to put together posters and things that look like it would be helpful in learning. For Nibbles' house, I imagine that her parents are very frugal. The furniture things at least don't necessarily match, and that's okay because they've been in the family for a long time and they don't want to spend money on things that don't matter as much to them. Let's check out how Nibbles' family home came together. Nibbles has had a couple of her favorite friends over to enjoy and play after learning, and she does a lot of learning during the day, but her parents, I think, find it's good for her to have time with her peers. I recently moved Nibbles into my Christmas town, and she is so underrated. I love this little squirrel. She's peppy and happy and so much fun to have on the island. I'm really excited to have been able to do her house. With that, day 40 is done. Only 369 villagers and 325 days to go to complete this challenge. I hope you found something useful here and continue creating in this game. Until next time, have the best Animal Crossing day.